Okay, so last time we were able to get a decent amount of stuff done, including this. We got another recipe for which the items are basically yeah. I already forgot where we actually need to head. Okay, so we already sold stuff. We want... I think it's 12k. Yeah, and the reason we want 12k is there is a spot where we can purchase stuff. We don't have the lucky rabbit on us, which is not a huge deal. Dang. I'm just going for like 10 salt. Of course, this is the time in which the game decides nothing's going to drop. I think I have it up a little bit too loud. It's always tough to judge because the initial volume is kind of low. Okay, so about halfway there. I guess more of them come to that little thing we're currently on from over here. I don't know. We certainly seem to be getting actual luck with the drops this time. I mean, might not have even needed to, Everything now is just gravy. Oh, and I can keep salt for The Elewanto Sadness I'm never going to get. So I guess I need to explain that. Last time I mentioned that I'm not going to be doing the post-game stuff because it's almost all... It makes the stuff that I have currently having trouble with look easy. I don't remember... Chatty Barber. Yeah, I'm not concerned about the SP because we're gonna need to redo SP anyway. God, these things have so much fucking health. And hit like trucks, and. I'm not even really that concerned about... fucking course. So we are going to be going the fuck back after this. May as well grab... Well, no. Game decided no. And it's a glass fragment. That's actually not surprising, but it is... I mean, I previously mentioned that I think it's over 60% of chests are glass fragments. It's a very high percentage. Well, one advantage of them being red enemies well, That's fine. That less so. So this is one of the problems with this. When you're dealing with enemies that can just fucking one-shot you, this, it's real possible to get into a circle of just trying to fucking heal. Well, we don't want that fucker. And we are not having the best luck with... So the baby's breath is yet another sword. Surprise, surprise. Now, as a weapon, its stats are pretty good, although it obviously doesn't have the crit damage increase. So, has some negatives, vice Holy Sword. Without the agility, it's kind of a tough sell for him. I forget, what does Xenogalis do as a all-purpose? It's attack and defense. Well, it's not like a huge, absolutely necessary weapon, but... I believe the extra attack +1 will give a chance of it going off twice, and Sporadic Guard will give a chance of it going off when we are attacked. And I believe that chance is independent of us defending or not. We're almost out of our energy restores, which is not great. And you'll have to apologize. I will have to apologize. I just realized the room we are in. Those big fuckers, those are scary. They're not near as scary as what is almost assuredly directly north of us. Yeah, that black enemy? That thing is 10 times as scary as anything else here. I am pretty sure this is the last room here. Pretty sure. Obviously not 100% sure. But yeah. Now, if there was an easy way to just go back and hit the fairy, yeah, I absolutely would show off why it's terrifying, but odds are we would die a couple times on the path. Well, no. We're gonna get said fairy. Not alone, but it doesn't matter. This way, she can better show off her ability to fucking murder us. So that was the catharsis doing the murder. Yeah, it has an instant death ability. Fun. So if you don't face it on its own, you're shit out of luck. And if you do face it on its own, well, you better hope that you have, Dream Wings. Enough things to revive your ass because you were going to go down a lot. Actually, that's a pretty decent item for him. Especially since most of the time we don't really need the fucking lucky rabbit. But, you know, we don't have everything. I've mentioned that everything in that final room, well, it's important. And, well, I could show why it's important. We do have a save in case we get beat here. So we're fighting a book. Now, it is theoretically possible to kill said book, but it doesn't make a lot of sense to try to do so, for a variety of reasons. I didn't realize sleep doesn't just go away. So you might be wondering, okay, so we have a death flag on Camille. And it is in fact called a death flag. What's the death flag do, you might wonder? And it's pretty obvious. Why did I do that? Now the funny thing is, if she dies here, that won't actually clear the death flag. It needs to be activated or removed with a specific ability for it to be cleared. So as such, we instead get the metal band name of Dead Death. Excuse me. Now it just tried to put the death flag on again, which in some ways is preferable to, you know, actually calling said flag. It's nice having us fight an actual dragon this time. I don't know if that, no. So that one is funny that it missed. Because of evasion. I don't know how to cure the blindness. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world. There we go. Fuck. Well. Now there's a few problems with my idea of going back. Oops. Especially on that save. And selling stuff and getting some of at least those abilities. One of which is we only have 2 of the catharsis. We'll wanna do a bit of grinding. Hey there. Did you lose some weight? Not really. Ooh, chapter 2 is about the ocean. Is the main character this chapter a bad guy? Wait a second. This is Eretz, isn't it? Who's that? Oh, that's just messed up. So the enemy is a white whale. Is the whiteness of this whale supposed to represent good? Is that the theme? Then the darker hero beats him up? Symbolizing human nature at its worst? That's deep stuff. I haven't put that much thought into it. The main character defeats a strong-looking enemy. That's all it's supposed to be. Oh yeah? Well, I leave the interpretation up to the reader. If you like your own interpretation, then you can read it like that. That's kind of irresponsible, isn't it? Oh, by the way, it was born. What was? A baby. Congratulations, I guess? Whose is it? The flower I got from you before. I gave it to a pregnant lady in the village. I told her it was a charm for safe delivery. It ended up being pretty tough, though. But she gave birth safely. It was a girl. She named the baby after the flower. She certainly did not name it Camille, or, if you are playing the Japanese version, Himari. Himari? I'm actually not sure how that one would be pronounced. I see. I didn't know that flower was a charm for safe deliveries. I didn't either. Hey, and you were just calling me irresponsible. Even if it's their own interpretation, it's fine as long as someone's happy. You're right. I guess that's how it is. Well then, I'll ramble to myself again. I've got a lot of stuff to talk about. Yep, go ahead. There's a guy I know named Flodnar. He is a complete fucking idiot. Said his hometown was some high-up mountain town. This guy, he's one of those big, sturdy types. Now, admittedly, the names are less obvious in the Japanese. Because the character that would start that name is most frequently aspirated with kind of an H sound. So, while it's Flodnar in English, in Japanese it would more frequently kind of come off as like Huradona or Radna. And, okay, yeah, that's a bit difficult to kind of realize there's necessarily a solid connection to, well, the names are Rudolph and Randolph in Japanese. Hey there, I'm back. You lost weight again. Are you eating properly? Let's see, the third chapter. Oh, you've barely written anything yet. Sorry. The pen just wouldn't flow. I see. Well, don't try to force it out. But there is a problem. My time is coming. I've got another 10 days, maybe. Is that so? Well then, you better get to work. Yeah, I guess so. Can you finish it? I'll finish it. All that's left is the third chapter, the story of the dragon. Then there's just the final chapter. Just a little more. Yep, just a little more. What kind of story is the final chapter? You want to know? Yeah. Alright, I'll tell you. The final chapter is... a giant dick move. Oh yeah, we were going back. To sell shit. So I actually really like that because it's one of those deals of it really doesn't matter what the fuck the final chapter is. Now I guess I did sell all the salt. Whoops. It'll be quicker to grind out a little bit. Also, I think I want those dream wings if I'm gonna be doing a wee bit of grinding. So basically during these two sequences, you're kind of looking for if anything doesn't move as you're walking. Any stars that just don't move. Those are going to be items. And really the only way you can tell is they're moving at like a different pace from everything else. Well, no, we want the lucky rabbit to be there for the grinding. Fuck. Is it? No, it's here. So the resistances are nice and easy. My brain was sitting there going, we want to grind on repressions, and no, that is not the case. That is most assuredly not the case. Unfortunately, the Mimic was a one-time deal. Sort of. I believe the Mimic also shows up in the Cave Chronicle. Fortunately, these enemies are easy, and I think their drop is worth a decent amount. And with the Lucky Rabbit, we're getting very frequent drops. I know one of the times that I played this, I think it was the first, well, I think it had to be the first time, duh. I was scared of this white circle back. Because my brain sat there and went, well, that has to be a different way forward, right? Or possibly a way forward, like a boss of some kind. Okay, not as much as I'd hoped for, but not terrible. What's the other one? Inferno. Inferno's good, but... Now the funny thing is, while I tried to show you what it does not having it, I actually failed. And really, we need to get that money for Destiny's defeat. Dragon Slayer would be real nice to have as well, but it's not as important. The funny thing is, this is one of the times where potentially having the air or something else that massively boosts skill would be really useful, but you just don't have like a free spot. Okay, so we need 2100. I'm just gonna grind a little bit more. As I go into the wrong room. So these things are definitely not worth as much as the... I don't even remember what they're called. The knights in the next area, but... in terms of XP. I just don't think so. No, that'd be easy to check. Especially since said knights fall to light axe real easy. And it's not like their stuff is worth really all that much less than... I guess it is actually less. Also, they're kind of difficult to stack up. Which is annoying. Then again, I suppose the two easiest to kill enemies in this entire thing are not really a big deal. Either one. And that's not going to be enough to get anything other than, well... It'd be enough to get Inferno, but Inferno's not really relevant as I go to the wrong spot. So wait a second. Oh, it's full length. It looked to me it looked like it was shorter for a second. Yeah, may as well, and that wasn't really worthwhile. I think these are, yeah, also HP up and such. And this is same, but for Camille. But they're going to be such small amounts. So, as we saw last time, we're going to want some more energy restores. Why am I doing that one? Oh, I forgot that the Dreamwings take more than... or give more HP and such. I think it'd be neat if there was like a second one of these, or second item like the Dreamwings, but... yeah, we have Starfall magic. God, that sucks. We do have Destiny's Defeat. And since everybody else is still sleeping, we're gonna want to remove that, unfortunately. So Yell, unfortunately, at this point in time in the game, doesn't doesn't really do that much. It's a relatively minor increase in damage, but when we first could get it, it was great. It's just, it hasn't kept up. Oh, fucking course. Fortunately, getting hit by stagger, I mean, if everybody has something that prevents stagger, these turns aren't a big deal, but yeah, he's probably gonna die before he runs out of SP. So this is an interesting one. Congenital heart defect. It's also removed by Destiny's Defeat, but it's like a very, very bad poison. Frankly, right now, the dragons are far greater concern than that separation. And who, you might ask, is the Demon King? Well, there's only one answer. If you take on the mantle of the Demon King, I will take up my sword and play the hero. Transcending time, the story finally reaches its conclusion. And everybody gets an associated stat boost. Though nobody gets said stat boost as much. as Ritzia, who is finally a real boy. This doesn't make him not suck, but it does make his spells better. They have higher multipliers for one. I think this has the same multiplier the old healing magic did. This is a silent boost, 50% stam. And of course he has resurrection magic, the final thing that Kumo mentioned there not being. Stagger death. Stagger death. Yeah, unfortunately there's also just some instant death attacks. Fucking and this one is especially rough. Defense down on people is kind of rude as hell. God, fuck. Well, he's dead, I'm pretty sure. That really is going to depend on who goes first. But we are also in a thing where we have been doing a lot of not attacking. Skip turn is rude as hell. It's actually not the worst possible outcome, but I'm hesitant to use the energy restore. Largely because there was a distinct chance of him just getting hit by something. And there's actually a not entirely unreasonable chance here of us dying during the endless skipped fucking turns. So I know that we are not doing great. Yep. Unfortunately, this just happens sometimes. I think he's just dead. Oh, poison wore off. I wasn't aware that it could do that. He was dead anyway. But because of the final battle as planned, we actually were able to get through that. Obviously, without the vast improvements to everybody, we would have been fucking murdered. What kind of story is the final chapter? Are you sure you want to know? Sure. Alright, I'll tell you. The final chapter is... It's the stories of the hero. It's story of the heroes from the previous chapters, fighting a very strong enemy. Sounds like my kind of story. So it's like a compilation of everything up until now? I am actually your final enemy, the Demon King. Wait, it's just you? Well, I'm still excited, I guess. So, including me, the three heroes fight you, huh? Just the thought gets me excited. If you call yourself heroes, I will take on the mantle of the Demon King and destroy everything. This real body of mine might be at its end, but in my fantasy world, you guys don't stand a chance. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, look forward to it. Well then, I don't want to waste any more of your precious time. I'll come by again in 10 days, which means this will be our last meeting. Yeah, it will. Things will be lonelier without you. Oh, that's right. in about 10 days. Is it okay if I set your story adrift? Yeah, do whatever you want. Wait. What do you mean when you say adrift? I'm gonna throw it in the river. That's all. What the hell? What's gonna happen to the book? No idea. It might sink at some point. Could reach the continent. Might even be picked up by someone. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually interesting. I like not knowing what'll happen. Looks like you like the idea. Well then, see you in 10 days. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the ending. Alright. Oh, one more thing. About the story's ending. Who wins? You want to know? I'd love to. The winner in the end is a secret. What? It's not very interesting if you already know the ending, right? I guess you got me there. Well, looking forward to kicking butt in the last chapter. Do your best. Don't lose too easily. I won't. You better finish it. Of course. Look forward to seeing it 10 days from now. Alrighty. I'm looking forward to the finale. Sure. See ya. Yeah. Oh, that's right. One last thing. What's the name of the story? Oh. I actually haven't decided yet. I figured. Since you're here, you decide. What? This is a pretty important role. You don't need to think so hard about it. Just pick something at random. Something random. Yeah. Well, how's this? Name it after the final chapter. I like that since Randolph's dead, his picture doesn't get to show up here. This story, it just exists. And we have Nana pushing someone. Due to the anime style, it's impossible to tell how old they are. It's not meant to cheer up the disillusioned masses. It's not meant to give courage to some unknown hero. It just exists. And we have Kumo. Probably. However, it will still find its way into someone's heart. And that will give rise to a new story. And Randolph, who apparently has a dumb-looking jacket and bag. And this is how Camille gets to cross the river. She can only do so when not being controlled by the player. So that's letting you know that there is a... Oh, hey. Camille gets to stay as Sarah. And Randolph is in fact Randolph still. Because the character in the story who he replaced was Randolph. Weirdly, Randolph becomes Randolph. Now, this does something to one of the saves. Which save? Probably this one. But genuinely, it's basically impossible to tell unless you have only ever saved in one spot. And that's another reason why I don't want to do any of the post-game bullshit. Is this one, the one where we went and beat up the Demon King, might not have the flag. I think this is the short one? I don't remember. Yeah, given that that's only like 3 dialogue boxes. So note that it looks sorta. Also, we lost half the fucking stamina restore bombs. But it looks sorta like one of the things we saw in the imagination. Now, I don't remember how dangerous these things are. Apparently they don't hit very hard, but they do have a lot of health. These things I remember being humongous pains in the ass. Of fucking course it hit the same. He can heal himself. Yeah, there are multiple of these. You can tell by how they're moving around, you can't really tell by anything else. To the best of my knowledge. And if you're wondering, well, how are you choosing what direction to go? It's purely random. Sometimes it works out, and sometimes it doesn't. Damn it. That actually is a kind of fucking with the player that I really think is funny. We avoided the red one because of course we assumed it was going to be the Ancient Nightmare. So of course that ended up being not the case. We can wait. I fucking love... Oh! Yeah, another untranslated bit of text. You might be thinking, well, you're assuredly dead. Yeah. This room fucking rules. I fucking love that room. And you'll notice, we haven't had the opportunity to save or heal or anything during any of that. The Cave Chronicle is fucking rough. Which is why I've done it like once. God, I don't even remember how long that one took. I think it was like 3 or 4 hours just for the initial part. But anyway, that is going to be it for me. Next time we're going to be doing something else. I'm not 100% certain it's going to be the pedestrian. It's going to be something on the Xbox Game Pass, but there's a good variety there.